So many years. But you will come, my masterpiece. But it will not be today, it's too cold today. In all the years since I first came to the colony, never has there been such a cold November as this one. It's been how many years now? Too many. When I first came to this Greenwich village, I says to myself, Berman, this is the place for the artists to live. And they must have heard old Berman, for over the years everybody comes. Cheap rents, poor artists, little rooms, friendly people, and soon it was called the colony. That's what I like. So, for how many years now we live in this colony? Silent and stunning, such a beauty. Ah, you are there. You bring medicine for your friend, no?
No, the doctor says there's no medicine for pneumonia. Just rest, liquids, and prayer.
I also do not believe in medicine. For 73 years, no medicine is good enough for me.
I got a soup bone. Maybe she'll take a little bit of broth. I hope so.
I hear the two of you next door in your feet noise, and I think, what can two such young people do alone in this world? Two artists, yes. And two friends. So young, each of them.
The doctor's coming by this afternoon. She seems to be even weaker this morning.
Oh, poor Miss Jonesy. Mr. Pneumonia is not so nice to pick on such a one as she. Why don't you try and fight old Vernon? I'm sure who's afraid of him.
I hate to ask again, Mr. Berman, but if you're not too busy...
You want that I should pose for you again?
If you're not too busy?
Busy. Busy. What of my masterpiece? Is she to wait again?
Mr. Berman!
I will pose. You are just like a woman, believing everything old Berman tells you. What is it this time? Old Fisher on the rocks? Moves as he sleeps? All the time, perhaps?
No, Mr. Berman, believe it or not, it's a cowboy from Idaho.
Idaho. Well, I was born on the banks of the Rhine, but I could do a cowboy, sure.
It's for an adventure story, meant say a magazine.
Young artists must pave their way to art by illustrating the stories that young writers write to pave their way to literature. That is the way, so I will be no cowboy for you.
Thank you again, Mr. Berman.
Go to your friend. I am busy, and you wish that my masterpiece will wait forever.
I'll come by later this evening so Jonesy can get her rest.
Good. Give old Berman's love.
Of course.
Her real name was Joanna, but everybody called her Jonesy. She was from California and thin-blooded, as they say. Sue was from Maine. The problem was her blood. The two artists met one lunchtime over a potato and cabbage salad in one of those dark little restaurants over on 8th Street. Sue and Jonesy found their sugar love in art, Jane Austen novels, and hats. So they moved into the little studio together and were content to talk, drink tea, and set their own private revolution in art. But that November, Mr. Pneumonia came into the colony.
Hello, doctor?
She's one chance in, let's say, 10, and that's to her to want to live. This way people have of lining up on the side of the undertaker, it's the whole pharmacopoeia is so silly. She's made up her mind that she's not going to get better. Has she anything to look forward to?
She wants to paint the Bay of Naples someday.
Paint? Oh gosh. Does she anything worth twice thinking about? Man, for instance?
A man? Doctor, there's nothing of the kind.
Well, then I shall do all that science, parts of my filters and my efforts can accomplish. But when my patient starts counting the number of carriages in her funeral procession, I subtract 50% of the curative card medicine. You get her to ask one question about the new British style of cloak suits. Here's you 1 in 5 times instead of 1 in 10.
Keep your arms under the blanket, dear. It's gotten colder out. Isn't that something? 12, 11, 10. What is it, Jonesy?
8, 7, 6. They're falling faster now.
What are?
3 days ago, there was almost 100 of them. Made my head ache to count so many. But now it's easy. There goes another one. 5 left now.
5 what? tell you, Susie.
Leaves. The ivy vine on the wall outside. When the last one falls, I must go too. Known it for 3 days. Did the doctor tell you?
Oh, I've never heard such nonsense. What have old ivy leaves to do with your getting well? And you used to love that vine so. Don't be such a goose. Why, the doctor told me your chances for getting well were... Let's see what he exactly said. He said your chances were 10 to 1. Why, that's almost as good as the chances we have in New York when we walk right on the streetcar or walk past a new building. Try to get some rest now and let Susie get back to her drawing so she can sell it to the editor. Then I'll have pork wine for you and pork chops for my greedy self.
You needn't get any more wine. There goes another one. And I don't want any more grog. I want to see the last one fall before it gets dark. Then I'll go too.
Jonesy, will you promise me not to look out that window till I'm done drawing? I would draw the shade down, but I need the light.
Tell me as soon as you're finished, because I want to see the last place you go. I'm tired of waiting. Tired of thinking. Just want to let go of my hold on everything. Just go sailing down, down. Just like one of those cool little cubes.
Try to get some rest, dear. Please.
Are there really people in this world with the foolishness to die because leaves fall off from confounded vines?
That's what she says.
Why does she allow such silly business enter that brain of hers, poor Miss Jonesy?
She is very ill and weak, and the fever has left her mind morbid and full of strange fancies.
Well, it is not good. And now I must get up and move the blood. It is too cold for November, no?
I'm sorry for keeping you posing so long, Mr. Vernon. I guess my mind isn't on my work tonight.
A cowboy from Utah?
Idaho.
Idaho, then. You know, it cannot be so simple to draw Idaho while in the city. And Idaho cannot be so cold as this.
I have to keep the tea kettle in our studio steaming almost all the time.
This is no place for two so young. As a matter of fact, it's no place for old Berman. But you wait and see. One day I shall paint my masterpiece and we'll all be rich and poor. What do you say? Go to Idaho and watch real cowboys? My masterpiece. For 40 years I've been working on her. And still, nothing on canvas. She's coming. She's growing. Here. Someday.
Well, I better get going. I can't leave Jonesy alone too much tonight.
What? No cowboy? I'm sorry, I will sit again, you see?
Oh no, Mr. Berman. I can't.
Old Berman understands. Go to her. And tell her that this leaf business is foolishness.
I will, Mr. Berman. Thank you. Good night.
40 years. Where is she?
I'm here, Jonesy.
I feel so tired. Why can't I sleep forever now?
Don't talk such things. By tomorrow, the fever will pass.
Look! One leaf left. How much longer can that last?
Lie back down before you get chilled again.
With all that wind, why hang on? It's just a matter of time.
That's enough, Jonesy. I can't bear it any longer.
I'm sorry, Susie. Keep the shade down if you like. I won't need to sleep. Oh no.
Let me get some broth for you. Then you'll rest.
I remember that night. The wind blew throughout the colony like the sound of women weeping. Mr. Pneumonia's soft and narrow icy streets, touching one person here and another there with his cold fingers. The sun rose hesitantly the next day, afraid of what it might see, and every doctor was busy.
Good morning. I've made some tea.
Put up the shade, Susie. I want to see.
Drink a little tea
I
first.
must see, Susie.
Look.
It's still there. I thought it was surely falling right now.
My great beauty. For 40 years you keep me waiting, but you are the stubborn one. She was always growing here and in here. Yes, here too.
Even chances, I'd say, with good nursing and a little bit of care, she'll win. Will live. That's the thing.
Thank you, doctor.
Nutrition and care, that's the best medicine in the world.
Yes.
And I must be off to another case. Berman, I think his name is. Do you know him?
Why, yes.
He's pneumonia too. Pretty tough at his age.
Oh, Mr. Berman. Yes, Jonesy?
I've been a bad girl, Susie. Some things made that last leaf stay there show me how wicked I was. It's a sin to want to die. Can I bring me a little box now? Add some milk, a little wort in it? Oh, and if you will, try my hand here.
Of course, Jonesy.
My great beauty. You're the stubborn one, but you could not wait forever.
It was more the matter for police than the doctor. They were busy that day as well. When Mr. Pneumonia comes into the colony like that, the whole colony could change.
She was always growing. Here.
There you are. Where is my dear nurse, Susie? Look, I actually felt like working. Hope you don't mind, but I borrowed your sketch tablets. Couldn't reach mine. You know, this cowboy news is quite good. Who would have thought that old Mr. Berman would make such a splendid cowboy? You know, Susie, someday I will take the Bay of Naples. What's the matter, Susie?
You're going to get well, and everything's going to be just fine. But I have something to tell you, Jonesy.
What is it?
Mr. Berman died of pneumonia today. They found his body in the courtyard downstairs. They couldn't imagine why he'd been out there on such a dreadful night. But then they found a lantern, still lit, and a ladder, and a palette of green and yellow colors mixed in. Oh, Jonesy, look out the window. Didn't you ever wonder why that leaf never floated or moved when the wind blew? Yes, it's Mr. Berman's masterpiece. He painted there when the last leaf fell.